In this video, I'm going to show you the 3 different versions of OneNote and how you can navigate around them. The first one I'm going to open up is the online version through Google Chrome. Down the left-hand side, this is your main navigation area. You may have a welcome screen. You will have a collaboration space, a content library, and then your own students folder. So the collaboration space is a space where all students can interact. A lot of teachers will have this space locked at the moment, so that won't be working at this stage. Your teacher will be able to let you know if that is working. Below that is the content library. This is a space where your teacher can place resources for anyone in the class to view, but you can't make any changes to those. And below that is your student area. So when you click on your students folder, you'll see that there are some sections down this left-hand side. After you click on a section, so I've got the Learning at Home section selected here, in the next column beside it, these are the pages within this section. The best way to think about this whole OneNote is to treat it like your tidy tray at school. So this is my tidy tray. Inside there, I've got these 2 notebooks or books out of my desk. So I'm going to open up my Learning at Home book, and inside that book, I have all of these different pages. The only difference about these pages is that they can contain links and pictures and files that I can then interact with. To interact with this version of OneNote, you're going to go up to the top here. There are a whole range of tools that you can choose from. A lot of these will look very similar to Microsoft Word if you've used that before. You've got an insert tool here where you can add pictures. You've got a draw tool where you can choose on pens. You can change the color of those pens, and then you can scribble over the top, or you can write over the top of whatever it is that is on your screen. That's a lot easier if you have a touchscreen laptop or using an iPad or a tablet to do that. From there, we're going to have a look at the OneNote app. So this one is the app version of OneNote. If I go to my Start menu and type OneNote, you'll see there are 2 different versions here. There are OneNote 2016, and then I have OneNote. So this one may have come pre-installed on your Windows device. The one above it is the one we installed when we worked through the installing Office on your computer video. If you haven't done that yet, I suggest installing OneNote 2016 because it just works a little bit differently to the way the app version does. If you haven't got it or you can't get it, I'll give you a quick run through of OneNote before we move on. OneNote here is laid out almost identically to the version we were just looking at in Chrome. It has my prep notebook or my notebook title across the top. It has my different sections down the left-hand side. It has my student folder here, so remember that one's like my tidy tray. I've then got my 2 books. I've opened my Learning at Home book, and I'm on my week 1 task board page. From there, it has the same tools across the top. I've got my insert tools, I've got my drawing tools that I can use, and I can use those in exactly the same way on my OneNote. The preferable way to work with OneNote is to use OneNote 2016. When we move over to OneNote 2016, you'll see that the layout is quite different from the previous 2 versions we had a look at. When you first open up OneNote 2016, you'll most likely be greeted with a welcome page and your class notebook name on the left-hand side. As you have a look along the top here, you're going to have your collaboration space, your content library, and then my own student file that only I can see along with my teacher. When I go into that one, the tabs that are like my books that are in my tidy tray are now along the top of my screen. and the pages within those are down the right-hand side. So to interact with this, we just move around. Our navigation is in a slightly different place than it was before. This version, the tools are across the top. You can choose your insert tools, you can choose your draw tools. You will notice though that I have a lot more options when it comes to these tools. I'll go into more detail about adding and saving and working within OneNote 2016 in another video.